Hi there, Internet. My name's Court, and you've got courtside seats for my review of Batman: The Long Halloween Part 2. Let's do it. Batman: The Long Halloween Part 2 is an animated action crime film from director Chris Palmer and Warner Brothers Animation. Based on the graphic novel of the same name by Jeph Loeb and Tim Sale, the movie stars Jensen Ackles, Josh Duhamel, Naya Rivera, Billy Burke, David Dastmalchian, Alastair Duncan, Laila Berzins, Julie Nathanson, and Titus Welliver. The killer known as Holiday continues to stalk the Falcone crime family, while a new class of costumed criminal rises in Gotham City. Batman suspects that a former ally might be the serial killer. So if you watched my review of Part 1, you know that I'm a big fan of the graphic novel, except that I haven't read it in years, so I'm a little bit fuzzy on some of the details. That said, from what I do recall, this adaptation is quite a bit more faithful than a lot of DC's more recent film adaptations of some of the classics like Hush and Gotham by Gaslight, so I appreciated that. And I did have a couple of problems with this movie, but overall I really enjoyed it. I would also say I liked it more than Part 1. It's a little darker, it's a little bit more grim, I'm kind of into that stuff, and it really nails the noir tone that the book had, so that was great. I'm still digging the voice cast. Jensen Ackles is a solid Batman. Weirdly, one criticism I had with Part 1 was that I felt he didn't differentiate his Bruce and Batman voices terribly well. Oddly, in this one, I noticed a distinct difference. I don't know what the problem was. Maybe I had my speakers up louder. I don't know. I really liked what Josh Duhamel was doing as Harvey Dent and Two-Face, very reminiscent of Batman the Animated Series, so that's cool. Julie Nathanson as Gilda Dent is given a little bit more to do than she had in the first one. I thought she did a really good job. And once again, I absolutely loved Titus Welliver as Carmine Falcone. I thought he was even better in this one than he was in the first, and I loved him in the first. And the animation and character designs, of course, are all the same here as they were in the first part, and I quite liked it. I mentioned in my last review that while Tim Sale's work in The Long Halloween is very stylized, it's very striking, it's not for me. I just don't really jive with it. Now, they do have little nods to his work here, taking certain elements of character design to keep it feeling familiar while not a carbon copy. And I found that it rode that line really well. Fresh, but familiar. And yeah, there's some great Batman frames in here. Much like the first one, I really enjoy the score by Michael Gadd. It's a nice mix of electronic and orchestral. It's dark, it's broody, it's Batman-y. And I really am glad, I said this last time, I really am glad they decided to split this up into two films, because it is a really long book. Like, it's a full 13 issues. And it feels like in this two-parter, they were able to hit all of the important beats without having to cram everything into 2 hours. They were able to let it breathe. That was good. That said, my only real issue with this one is its pacing. It's only about an hour and 25 minutes, much like the first. But I did feel that it felt longer. It really flies in the first act. It really flies in the third. But it did really slow down in the midsection for me. But that's a pretty small criticism because, again, really liked this movie. I definitely think that along with Part 1, it's in the upper echelon of DC animated adaptations, particularly in the last few years. So heck yeah, it's a big recommendation from me. Now, I don't have a proprietary rating system as of yet, so I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to give Batman: The Long Halloween Part 2. And I think I'm going to give The Long Halloween Part 2 a... You don't think I will? You don't think I will? Out of 10. So now, I want to know, have you seen The Long Halloween Part 2? What did you think about it? What's your favorite Batman graphic novel of all time? Or if you don't read the comics, what's your favorite Batman story of all time? Whatever your thoughts, hit the comments below. Let's discuss. If you enjoyed this review, please smash that like button and give it a share if you really enjoyed it. It just helps the video reach more people, helps the channel grow. I appreciate it very much. And hey, why not take a second, do me a favor, click subscribe and ring that bell to subscribe to my channel for more movie reviews, entertainment news, trailer reactions, all that good stuff. Hope you guys are all safe and healthy. Thanks very much for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Take care.